I'd say like the main thing really with the working on the relay is you've got to have initiative and be able to think on your feet at all times, because things can change. There could be a collision further ahead, and you've got to be able to get around that. Or like when we say with the Paralympic flame, because it was delayed that much, someone, I think it might have been Steve, just came up with a quick bright idea of instead of each every single one of them carrying their own torch with the flame on. And doing the kiss individually, they'll just have one torch and they'll just pass the torch to each other. So instead of stopping and lighting every now and then, they'll just keep going. And so that picked up so much time, and you've got to enjoy it. You got to have fun, haven't you, really? And like you've got to have humour as well involved, because you are with people. We were only with people for 70 days, and I think Sochi, is it 150 or something? Yeah, how? I think it's over 150 days, I think, and you're gonna be with people. 70, yeah.
So you were all the way through from.
Yeah, from day one, yeah. And you live in people's back pockets, and like you have the same roommate for the whole thing. So you've got to have a really good relationship with people. And some people, every now and then, they just said to everyone, "I want a time out. I just want to be on my own, just to bring my family, bring my friends." But for someone like me, who's like an extrovert, I like to be with people. I like to share my experiences, so I always didn't want to be on my own.
It does get very stressful, like, especially everyone within the team. Like you get the managers that can get stressed, so you got to step back from them. But I can remember the first week when people were still trying to understand their roles fully, like because obviously no one had ever done this before. We was in Plymouth, weren't we? And it was just we weren't getting done until easily 12 o'clock at night, because we still had to assemble all the torches, plan our route for the next day, where we're going to go. So it's just about trying to remain organised and it is keeping you cool and trying to get along with people. If you see they're getting stressed, you just take a step back, really.
Okay, my name's Tom Gardner. I volunteered on London 2012 for torchbearer operations as a torchbearer shuttle host, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it.
Yep, my name's Aaron Harrison. I did the same role as torchbearer shuttle host, working for 70 days along the Olympic torch relay. Yep, both students at Sheffield Hallam University. We study PE and youth sport, and it's a course that relates to becoming a PE teacher, but this was something that's a bit different for us. It is a once in a lifetime experience for us, so we had to take it up, really.
I'm Josh Turton. I worked on the tour services team for the torch relay, so different to Tom and Aaron. So basically the planning and logistics side of it, rather than being the face of the relay, like more behind the scenes, so like travelling from place to place, moving a lot of stuff related to the relays. But it was a different experience as a work placement for the university.
So, as a torchbearer shuttle host, we had to make up the Olympic torches for the runners to use. So, like assemble them. So, put the gas canisters in, check that they worked. So, when the runners eventually ran with them, they were all working. Start off with the basic day.
We had to manage the bus operation. Make sure we had to manage the bus operation. Make sure the buses were stocked. They had food. They had water, and like. Anoraks, what do you call them? Waterproof jackets, so in case it rained, and they had blankets if it was cold.
Well, basically, when the torchbearer ran with the torch, they would all say all these people in this room were running with the torch. We would meet them on the bus, we'd get you all on the bus, and then drop you off at your different points in which you were running at. Yeah. So. Say if you was just running across this building, we'll drop you off outside, and then when the torch eventually came, you'd have your torch lit, and then you'd head off. So, as part of our role as well, we had to plan the route. So we had to make sure we knew where we were going. So, obviously, being across the whole of the country, we had to use Google Maps and tell the bus drivers where to go. And so, it was, So we had quite a bit of responsibility in that to ensure that, because if obviously we didn't get the torchbearers there on time, then
How did you reconcile and pronounce it?
It's Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.